Hello my friends and welcome back to another episode of Flutter Explained. Today we want to have another Speedcode together. And because I got the last time some comments that Speedcode wouldn't be really helpful and that they didn't really learn something from it, my idea was this time that I will make important breaks at the important points of the topic. I want to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And after that, we continue with the Speedcode, and I really hope you will enjoy that. Thank you so much for your support in the last couple of days, and enjoy the episode. So in the first part, we started to write our app. We removed every boilerplate that was there before. We created basic scaffold and an app bar. And now we will create a theme, because with the theme, we don't have to remember all the colors. We can just reuse them. In that example, I would just create a theme.dart and put inside a scaffold color and the app bar color, so that we can reuse at every time. And you can see immediately the app is changing. So because I got really crazy with the navigation bar and the animations and moving parts, we have now 3 times an animation controller with 3 animations tweens that we will interconnect each other. We will create that right away from the beginning, which we will not use directly, but we will come to that part later. So with that, whenever we click one of the 3 elements in the list, we will change the behavior and we'll have an animation running. So as you can see here, I created a bottom border, which will be very important because that bottom border will be for us like a standard color, and we will override it with that teal color. And the benefit of that is it looks like it's getting overlaid, so it's getting hidden later. And with that, it looks like very active, and all the other ones inactive will be having this black border. So keep that in mind and we will continue. Alright, so here you can see now this is the border that will override it. Because we have now all that code inside of one single widget, it's getting a bit too big for me. So what I decided is to extract that widget into an own component. For that I created a file, NavigationBar menu item, and pasted all the code inside there so we can reuse that 3 times, which we need past events, current events, and upcoming events. Oh snap, we are running into an error. The error occurs because the animation controllers are not initialized yet. So we will override the init state method of the widget, creating 3 times the animation controller and call forward to one of them. But we want to change the color of the text from the darker one to the brighter one whenever we select an item. For this, we need also our color tween to work correctly. I set it up already that tweens beforehand, and now we will animate them with the same animation controller that also animates the border below. Alright, the last step was very important. We override the dispose method of the widget, so when the widget is getting disposed, our animations controller is getting also disposed. That is important to avoid memory leaks, because you would recreate every time these controllers, and because the garbage collector didn't pick up that this stuff is getting disposed, you would have that running all the time, which leads to performance decrease in the long time. With the next step, we will add the onTap function. We will reverse running the animation controllers that is not selected, and the one that is selected we will forward. That means one is going from 0 to 1 and the other 2 goes from 1 to 0. With that, the text animation and the line animation will trigger together. And afterwards I will set for both menu items that we have the corresponding text animations and the animation controller. With that, we are now able to click on them and show the animation. As you can see, we still have a problem with the animation. It's going always from the right to the left, always from the right to the left. But we want that the first one comes from the right to the left, the center one starts in the center and goes to outside, and the left one from the left to the right. Of course I did now everything the wrong way because I'm on the opposite side of you guys, but you get the point. Additionally, we will solve this problem for the animations with the cross-axis alignment of the column below. Now we will create our first leak controller. The leak controller should take care of all the stuff that is happening. So we bring some logic into it. We will create the leak controller and the leak model, which represents our card with this begin date, end date, title, and so on and so forth. The logic behind that will be fairly simple. We will have the past leaks that have been done already, the current leaks which are playing at the moment, and the leaks that will be upcoming. In order to do that, we will just create 4 free getter functions, and all of these getter functions will contain one of the parts. I will make these functions asynchronous because I want to get the data from an API later, and that I don't have to change it in the future. Because our API works asynchronously, we work here with the FutureBuilder of the leak. You can see that we receive a leak future list of leaks that we pass down leak list widget. And the benefit of that is that we can enter new leaks into it as a future. It will come into down and will recreate the whole future for us. now we are coming already to our last step. We have to combine the navigation top bar with the swipe order of the device. If we connect them, at the moment it's not possible to swipe and up there the navigation changes. In order to do so, we have to combine both of the parts, and I will pass down in the child widget the current page index, so that we recreate this widget whenever we change the current page. Alright guys, so that was fairly quick. I hope really that you took something from this video and you learned something today. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you want to support us, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Thank you so much for joining. Until the next time. See ya guys.